Hey guys, Laura here, and today for some travel inspiration, I'm looking closer to home. So exciting that the borders are starting to open up here in Canada. Soon, hopefully, the cross borders will be open as well. And I thought I would share a little bit of an inspiration for closer to home. Also, of course, Canada Day coming up. So today I'm going to be making Nanaimo Bars, and the Nanaimo Bars are actually named after a town in British Columbia. We're going to go ahead and get started. So to make the Nanaimo Bars, there's actually 3 different steps. So we're going to go with the first step right now. And to do that, to make the crust, we're going to need some butter, half a cup of butter. We need 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. We need 1 egg mixed well, some shredded coconut, a cup of shredded coconut, some sugar, some crushed almonds, and some graham cracker crumbs. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the butter into a saucepan, and we're going to keep it at a lower heat just to get it melted down. Butter on my fingers, butter fingers. And once this is melted down, we're going to take this off the heat and add the next of the ingredients. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, as you can see here, we've got the butter melted down. So we're going to go ahead and take this off the heat for just a moment. We're going to add in our cocoa powder as well as our sugar. All right, and give that a good little mix in here. Get that all well blended. Have this melted down. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put in our egg mixture and slowly mix that in. Whisk that in with our chocolate and our sugar. Okay, so we have this well mixed. We're going to go ahead now and add the rest of our ingredients. So we want to add in 1 3/4 cups of graham cracker crumbs. Get those mixed in there. We've got to add our coconut in, so it's going to be quite thick. This is going to be making our crust for our Nanaimo Bars and, of course, our crushed almond. So we'll get this well blended. Take a little bit of muscle elbow grease to get it all blended in there. All right. It smells absolutely delicious in here, by the way. This is such an easy dish. You don't have to cook it. Like, if you don't have to bake it, you put it in the fridge, you let it chill, and it's a great addition for any parties or events that you're going to, for sure. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our pan that we have gone ahead and prepared ahead of time with parchment paper, and we're going to take this and press this into the pan. Once we've done that, we're going to have to take this and put it into the fridge to chill, and I'll be back with the next step once we're completed with this one. Okay, so we have taken our mixed ingredients, and now we're just going to go ahead and press this into our baking sheet, making our crust for our Nanaimo Bars. Okay, so we've got this pressed into our parchment lined pan, and we want to make sure this is chilled really well before we're going to be adding our next layer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge, let it chill for a couple of hours, and we'll be back. Okay. Hey guys, so we are ready to start our second part of our Nanaimo Bars for our Canada Day inspiration. As you can see, we had chilled the base here and it's nicely firmed. So we're going to go ahead and get started now on the second layer of our Nanaimo Bars. And for that, what we're going to need is some custard powder. We have some powdered sugar. We have whipping cream, so like a heavy cream, as well as our vanilla. Okay, so let's get started with that. So we're going to go ahead and put our custard powder in and our powdered sugar. We also need some whipping cream. So we need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of whipping cream, heavy cream. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to mix this together. Now we're going to add half a cup of unsalted butter and go ahead and get that mixed in there really well. Get a smooth consistency. So from here, we're going to go ahead now and add this to the bottom layer. And again, once we've got that in there, we'll go ahead and get that chilled, and then it'll be on to the final layer of our Nanaimo Bars. So it really is a super easy dish. It does take a few steps, but in the end, it's totally worth it. It's absolutely delicious. All right, so we have got our chilled Nanaimo squares out of the freezer. You have our first layer, our second layer, and now we're going to go ahead and add the chocolate layer on the top. Super easy. All you're going to need is your semi-sweet chocolate as well as some butter. We're going to take this in a microwave safe bowl and put this in the microwave and just melt this down. And then once it's fully melted, we're going to go ahead and put that on top of the Nanaimo squares. We've got the chocolate and butter melted down, as you can see. So we're just going to take that and we're going to put that on top of our squares. And we want to make sure that they were well frozen because, of course, putting hot chocolate on could melt the middle layer and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we have our final layer on our Nanaimo bars. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in the freezer, let it chill. And once it is done chilling and fully ready to go, we'll go ahead and get these cut so you can see what the final product looks like.